The most overhated characters of all time.
Hate. We see it pretty
My
much
favorite word.
every day in our lives, no matter how much we try to avoid it. The feeling is typically directed towards someone or something, whether it be hate of a certain food or hate of a certain person, depending on your perspective.
Imagine you hit a rock. You see a rock on the streets and you're like, oh, I hate this rock.
Such an intense negative feeling is justified to an extent. However, it is hard to justify going overboard with your distaste for specific people. In my opinion, there's a limit to the amount of hate one should receive, and you should—
No, I think hate is infinity. You can hate forever. I think hate is a beautiful feeling.
This line doesn't get crossed. But when it comes to media, there are certain characters that receive hate that surpasses what one may justify.
I don't know why people hate Sakura though. I love her. She's a great character.
Usually,
every time she punches Naruto in the face, it's so
most
beautiful.
authors don't want one of their main protagonists / good guys to unintentionally receive a disproportionate amount of hate compared to the rest of the cast. Certain circumstances, lack of context, or detached perspectives are some of the many reasons why these characters get so much flack, even when their actions are reasonable. And you know, it's just not right. Someone needs to defend these fictional characters from the haters who try to slander their name to the ground.
Let's defend them
every single day. So in today's video, I'm gonna have to represent some of these characters and do my best to clear their name.
Okay, I'm gonna be the judge because I'm well prepared.
That's right. It's
like,
time.
If I wasn't doing this, I would be judging
For Olama-sama Ace Attorney.
like a law guy, a true judge.
And we're gonna go through some of these cases and see if they have good reasoning to stand on. And for case number 1, we have—
Oh no, she's innocent already. Goku is a terrible father, and a husband. Come on.
Chi-Chi is a character from the Dragon Ball series who is the wife of the main character Goku, a mother of 2 sons named Gohan and Goten, and is also a martial artist and princess herself. Besides newer characters like Caulifla or Ribrianne, Chi-Chi seems to be one of the few characters from OG Dragon Ball that gets a lot of flack. Many fans seem to have similar opinions by saying, "Bro, I'm telling you, Chi-Chi is so annoying. I really do not like her." Bro, I don't know who you are. Get out of my house. But one of my—
Imagine you hating Chi-Chi. She said,
my main issues
I don't care about Chi-Chi at all.
calling her annoying is that their reasoning is simply not good enough. What people have deemed as annoying does not make sense whatsoever. And to prove this point, I wanted to look through some examples.
Like, she's so not important.
For our first example, we can look at Chi-Chi not wanting Gohan to go to Namek to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect Piccolo. I feel as if some people may look at this moment of—
like, this is the terrible mom. Come on, if I was a kid and this is my mom, come on, I'm gonna travel to space and I'm gonna fight demons.
Chi-Chi yelling and nagging Gohan as being annoying, but we should really look at the entire scope of the situation first. We as the viewer know that Gohan and Piccolo started to bond in the Saiyan saga, but as far as Chi-Chi knows, Piccolo has kidnapped Gohan almost—
Piccolo is the true mother of Gohan. People say Piccolo is the true father. I think he's the true mother.
Killed Goku and actually did kill Goku. Not to mention the fact that Gohan is like 4 or 5 years old and wants to go to a planet that's light
And Piccolo is all genders, I think.
years away with Krillin, Bulma, and Goku when he arrives. Mind you, she has no idea what's going on out there, and neither does Gohan. For all we know, there's some evil space emperor that's willing to murk anyone for fun. Why would any parent want to take a risk like that with their preschooler of a son? Of course she's gonna—
Goku. What parent? Goku did that every fucking time. He did that with Cell, and he put Gohan to fight Cell, and he did that with Majin Buu. He put Goten and Trunks to fight Majin Buu for no reason. He doesn't care.
freak out about an idea like
This
that.
is the worst father. She gets all the bad rep, but she's the only responsible one. Goku doesn't have a job. Goku doesn't do shit.
Let the
He only puts his kids in danger all the time. My favorite father ever. I love Goku.
handle the situation. Another example to look at is when Chi-Chi was mad at Gohan when he became a Super Saiyan. This instance might be more understandable to people, as some of y'all know that blonde hair is a standout feature in Japan and can be seen as a sign of delinquency in Japanese culture. So when Gohan pulls up with blonde hair, she's crying because she thinks he's starting to transform into some thug. For an analogy,
Gohan's a thug.
imagine your significant other comes home with
it would be so funny, Gohan as a thug.
your child and they both got a bunch of Lil Wayne face tattoos. You're gonna start tweaking and
Imagine Gohan with face tattoos. Oh my god.
that you're justified in
It'd be
doing
fun.
so. Also, Gohan becoming a Super Saiyan, a combat enhancing transformation, leads into my next point. A lot of the people who dislike Chi-Chi seem to refer to the time she's shown to be a bit overbearing with wanting Gohan to study and go to a good school instead of fighting. Wait, hold up. Let me say that in a different way.
I think this is wrong. Like, the kid is almost a god. You need to go with your talents. You're gonna be very mediocre as a mathematician or other professions, but as a fighter, you're the best.
people don't like that Chi-Chi, a mother, wants her son to study and get into a good school.
Like, imagine if Messi's the soccer player mother saying, no, 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 you're too good. Go to stud.
rather than
Stud.
fighting planet-busting aliens. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of parents probably have this thought process, or at least something close to it. I'm pretty sure most parents don't want their kids fighting all the time, and or would want their kids to get a good education.
Like, I could be a legendary samurai, but my mother say, no, go to school, don't become a samurai. I tried.
It seems like a pretty obvious choice to me if I were a parent. She has witnessed multiple times how fighting has gotten her husband murked, and it was out of her control both times.
See how happy Goku was because he's dead? He was smiling. He's like, oh my god, I don't have to be with these guys anymore. I'm free of those douchebags.
Witnessed multiple times how
He's
fighting has
happy.
gotten her husband murked, and it was out of her control both times. The logical mindset would be to prevent that same path happening to your son despite whatever potential he has. This argument is also kind of helped by the fact that Gohan ended up enjoying being a bookworm anyways when he was older. Now, if you believe that Chi-Chi was putting too much pressure on Gohan when it comes to school, a new discussion can arise, and now there can be cause to hate on her character.
And imagine putting pressure to your kid to not go to school. This is a cool dad. I think this is a Chad. This is a super father saying, kid, don't go to school. Be lazy all day, play video games.
Even the outbursts that people
This is Chad father.
hate on Chi-Chi for are completely reasonable, or at least make sense as to why they happen. And for this portion, I really want to hammer home the point by showing this in real life, because let's be real, it's a lot easier to see and comprehend how an interaction works when you see it in person. So here's the reenacted context that led up to one of Chi-Chi's outbursts. Dang, when is Goku coming back? I'm back, everyone. Shoot. Yo, hey Goku. I just started cooking dinner, so it's gonna be a little bit till it's ready, okay? It was a crazy training session we had today. I gotta take off my clothes right now. They're so dirty, it's not even
Wait,
funny.
are you gonna do this in the living room?
Hey, Chi-Chi, could you wash these for me? Ah, man, I
That's true, to be honest.
love you, Chi-Chi. You're the best wife anyone could ever ask
Like, he eats 3 times the meal.
for. Oh, whoa. Go
Chichi's
on.
just cooking all day.
Go on. Your clothes are dirty, too.
I'm not lying.
You're gonna have to get them washed, right?
Should I just give them to mom?
Yeah, let's give them to your mom.
Bet.
Go on. Let's take a nice bath together. Nah, you must be tripping. You think I'm gonna be cooking food for you?
And also, he takes the kid to fight demons, too.
Dirty clothes that you throwing. You guys know how the rest goes. This was something that actually happened in the series, by the way. It's
Yeah, this
obviously not
episode.
a
I remember this great episode.
one-to-one, but it's basically the same thing. It may come off as annoying and short.
I don't know why she's angry about.
Interaction is something that I understand someone getting mad about. But you know, I do understand some of the reasons as to why some people hate on Chi-Chi. One thing that we should acknowledge is that Dragon Ball is a shonen anime. It's about fighting, getting
Yeah, it's
strong.
about hitting your head against your friend's head.
On Chi-Chi.
This
One
is
thing
what
that we
this
should
is
acknowledge
about.
is that Dragon Ball is a shonen anime. It's about
Like, this is my hobby. Like, me and my friend just crushing heads against each other for no reason, like the dinosaur, like a bull.
fighting, getting stronger, adventures, along with a plethora of other shonen elements. So when you watch Dragon Ball, you want to see your favorite characters get the chance to fight and push their limits. You don't want someone to hinder that or prevent it from happening. It's also possible that Chi-Chi reminds some of y'all about your parents and guardians nagging you about certain things. To sum it up, Chi-Chi gets all this hate.
Pain and torment I go through just because I want the best for my little boy.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, she can have an
She wants the best for the little boy, but Goku wants the worst because he put him to fight Cell.
annoying tone, but her actions are very realistic, and I bet that a lot of your parents would have somewhat similar ideals. As I grew up more and more,
I don't know which father I love the most. If it's Goku or Jin from Hunter x Hunter. It's hard to know.
started to realize that
I love Jin because he doesn't give a fuck to be there anyway. You need to go inside a video game to find a clue.
Chi wasn't tweaking most of the time, and if you're still a bit young, you may see something similar when you grow up. So I think we can call this a closed case. Let's move on to the next one.
Wait, people hate this guy? I love him.
Kid from One Piece is a pirate from the worst generation and has been portrayed to have a rivalry with both the main character Luffy and another worst generation member, Law. Kid also boasts one of the highest bounties in the entire series at 3 billion berries, as he was a major contributor to the
You can buy a boat.
be a Big Mom and Emperor of the Sea. Kid seems to receive a lot of slander and flack by fans for things he simply cannot control. It's to the point that some people just don't even appreciate his character. As we all know, Kid has the same dream as other characters like Luffy and Blackbeard, and that is to become the Pirate King. The difference between Kid and them is that Luffy is the main character, so we know that man will be getting any type of mentoring and training he needs to get stronger. And Blackbeard is clearly set up to be one of the final antagonists of the series, so his strength will rise as it is needed to achieve that goal. But Kid is a side character, so we know dang well that he is not getting that same treatment. So he's gonna
It's said to be a side character. Imagine your life. Is you a side character? You don't know. Maybe somebody's the protagonist. You're just the side character. No. I prefer to be the side character because Luffy's the one who's suffering the most.
Through his journey to become Pirate King blindly. All the intricacies
I think I'm Chopper.
And systems in the One Piece world are not made clear to him, so he's forced to learn them by himself. Imagine trying to learn calculus by yourself without learning any algebra beforehand. You finna be lost trying to wrap your head around a derivative. Another thing that should be addressed is Kid getting one shot by he who shan't be named. And I may be this guy's representative, but I won't lie, this did almost irreparable damage to Kid's reputation. He was the one who picked the fight with Shanks, he got humbled, let's move on. But I don't think it's that simple. Let's walk and look at everything that happened. Kid was about to use his strongest attack that Shanks saw would destroy a fleet of his ships. We also know that this is the same blast that Kid used against Big Mom to finish her off in their battle. So now that we've established how strong this attack is, when he who shan't be named hit Kid with the divine departure, the attack Kid was charging up was also set off as well. This caused Kid's crew to get hit with two insanely strong attacks, which explains him going down in one hit. Another thing people criticize Kid's character for is the way he uses his devil fruit powers and hockey ineffectively, which is valid to a certain point. People think that he can and should be stronger since his fruit revolves around magnetism. We've seen other characters like Magneto go crazy with magnetism, and all we've seen Kid do is make mechs. But as we all know, devil fruits are extremely hard to use to their utmost potential. There's no instruction manual on them.
I don't know why people hate this guy. I think I love this character. The only cool things about the character, so he soloed 5 or 6 ships. He fought Big Mom. He fought Shanks. This guy's great. How can you hate him? People love Kobe. Kobe's a piece of shit. I don't care. No, now he's cool. Now he's cool. But in the beginning, he was a piece of shit. Helmeppo, great character. No, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. Helmeppo, great character. But people say great things about other characters. This character did more than most characters. He fought 2 Yonkos. 3, he fought all of them, I think.
So the user kind of just has to wing it and use it in their own way. So Kid using his fruit to make mini mechs are just what he's been able to discover with his abilities. And as for hockey, Kid might not even know he has Conqueror's hockey, so he really is just ignorant about a lot of things. If you've ever played an RPG or really any game without any prior knowledge, you'd likely have a similar experience to Kid. Aside personality and other character traits, a lot of the reasons people hate on Kid are usually things that are out of his control. It just becomes irrational at a certain point. If we're being honest, Kid is one of the few realistic depictions of what someone can do in the One Piece world with all the knowledge that we see Luffy and his crew get. With that being said, I think we can close this case. Dang, another case.
I didn't know. I think one person hates this guy. I didn't know people hate this guy.
Closed. Shoot, I'm good at this stuff. Anyways,
I think this is the least hated character.
New and enjoying my premier attorney abilities, you might as well subscribe.
Now we're gonna talk about Sakura.
Sit back, because the next character we're gonna get into is fairly interesting to say the least.
Oh my god, this is so unfair because Sakura is the best character in Naruto.
She's a very popular or unpopular character from Naruto. She's a member of Team 7 and is the best medical ninja in the
It's hard. Okay, let's say this.
Naruto. She's a member.
It's already hard for her because she's competing with
Team 7 and is the best medical ninja in the Leaf Village. Now, Sakura is a very special case as her actions in the anime can be pretty annoying. There's no justifiable reason as to why she's doing some of these things. Couple this with the fact that Sakura doesn't really have many moments in the anime of her doing relevant things, and you start to see why many fans dislike her character or just think she's useless. However, I did say that this was a particularly...
I don't think she's useless because I think she's one of the most important characters. She's a healer and she's a warrior at the same time.
Special case and was very careful in my wording. Sakura in the anime is a victim of the animation studio, in this case Studio Pierrot or Pierrot, I don't know how to say it, taking certain liberties for the anime. This means that they altered some of the source material at times, a lot of the times including unnecessary changes. And seriously, there are a lot more than you think, and some of these moments are key
I didn't know this. I want to know
why some fans don't like this character. For example, a lot of the scenes we see of Sakura hitting Naruto are just filler scenes that the anime added. I promise y'all, this is one of the big reasons why people be hating on Sakura. Then there's
this is the only reason why I don't like Sakura. No, I like Sakura. I think she's nice. She's a good friend. But I don't think I don't know. Only the punching thing. I did a video about this. I think only the punching thing is annoying. The rest is okay.
That Sakura is also just not that mean to Naruto in the manga.
I think Sasuke is way... I love Sasuke too, but I think Sasuke is way more annoying than Sakura.
Scene, for example, Sakura is laughing because she sees that Naruto is stressed out from taking a written test. I think we can all agree that's pretty effed up. You laughing because your own squad mate is about to struggle on this test. But guess what? This never happened in the manga at all. Sakura is genuinely concerned for Naruto. Why did they change this? I don't know. We also need to acknowledge
they hated the character. They changed on purpose.
The studio added unnecessary dialogue that makes Sakura seem more useless and dumber than she is. Like here in the anime, she's talking about whether she'd save either Naruto or Sasuke, when in the manga she's determined to save both. One just looks like someone who's conflicted between saving friends, while the other wants to save both no matter what, even if she isn't the strongest. They also just cut out some of the scenes where Sakura is helping Naruto or Sasuke in battle. We should all know how much of an effect that has on the viewer. If I never see someone contribute in battle, I'm going to assume that their value is not very high when it comes to combat. Another major part that the studio left out was the development between Sasuke and Sakura romantic.
Yeah,
now,
this is sad because this is the best romance
for me
ever made, ever.
Personally, in the anime, it felt like the relationship was a bit rushed. It made sense, but the execution just felt a bit off. Come to my knowledge that in the manga, there were actually multiple scenes of these two
Sasuke's shy. Sasuke being Hasukashin.
Sharing mutual feelings towards each other. Even something as little as the two blushing makes the relationship seem more mutual than—
Man, this is the best way to be shy. Oh my god, I'm so shy, but I still want vengeance.
One-sided. All you see in the anime is Sakura glazing Sasuke every other second, and Sasuke basically pushing her away. Like, no, like seriously, let me drop the lawyer act real quick. Personally, I'm not a manga fanatic and typically prefer watching the anime.
Yeah, me too. I don't like reading. I prefer watching.
However, I really hope y'all see that the anime can be drastically different from the author's original intentions. I really do feel that a character like Sakura would be looked at way differently if the adaptation was better. Anyways, back to the bit. So as you can clearly see, a bulk of the hate—
we need to make another story, but just about Sakura, like the same story, but just the point of view of Sakura the whole time, the same story, but you just see Sakura scenes and what she's experiencing. I think this is the greatest anime manga of all time, and the anime adaptation would be great. The video game adaptation would be great too. The movie live action adaptation would be annoying because it's always bad, the live action, but what I'm saying is, I would watch it.
Sakura gets is from the animation studio doing a complete injustice to some of her better moments in the manga. If the anime didn't take as many liberties, I guarantee that Sakura would not be as hated as she is now. With that being said, I think I can say we have closed yet another case. If y'all really want to hate on a character, go hate on that bum Kiba. He don't even do nothing. You know what? My bad.
Nobody hates the dog guy.
Let's move on to the final case of the day.
Okay.
The last case I wanted to briefly tackle is Yamcha. We all know about Yamcha.
Nobody hates him. You know why? Because he's so useless that it's impossible even to hate him. This character is so miserable, so pathetic, so piece of shit, so trash, so insect, to the point that you can't hate him. You just feel bad for the guy.
And how he's the most—
like, he lost his girlfriend to a very better guy than him, like Vegeta. And then it's always bad luck.
Memed character in all of Dragon Ball. Even the series makes references to Yamcha getting baked. It's no secret. So what's the problem here? Yamcha doesn't truly get hate and vitriol thrown his way, so why is he even here? I decided to bring up Yamcha's case because I think the meme has gone so far that people don't even remember what happened in that fight. So let's run through his infamous battle with the Cyberman real quick because I think it should be enjoyable and eye-opening. So the fight starts—
This is my favorite anime battle, I have to say. I think Yamcha against the Cyberman, I think this is a big anime. I love this battle. AMVs, I watch AMVs about this music, everything. Man, I dream about this fight. I have this fight inside my heart, to be honest. It's a beautiful fight. I think this is my best. You can't say, and no, there's no fight better than this one. I know I'm exaggerating, but I love this.
To be the better fighter and well prepared for this. He gets thrown into the air, but he uses the sun as an advantage to start his offense. Yamcha then blitzes the Cyberman and hits it with the Kamehameha to seemingly defeat it. Then after boasting about his victory, the Cyberman then sneaks Yamcha and attaches itself to him and blows up. Thus, the meme is created. The problem isn't that Yamcha gets—
if somebody hugs me, I'm like, please be a bomb. Please be a bomb. If it's a real person, I'm hugging someone. No, I hate hugs.
It's memed on, or that people make fun of his death. That part—
I prefer bombs than hugs.
Really doesn't matter. It's the fact that people see this image and think Yamcha just got murked with no difficulty whatsoever, which you can't tell me that some people don't believe. A lot of people probably forgot that he got snuck in the first place, and I've ran with this notion of Yamcha being some bum that got baked by Cyberman. That notion is only partially true. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, to be honest, I don't even know if this case is even closed. I'll leave that up to y'all. Now, I do plan on making—
he didn't try to defend the Yamcha.
part 2 to this video that'll drop later. I do have about 4 or 5 other cases that I wanted to cover, so I'll work on those cases when I can. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.
It's funny, 2 Dragon Ball characters. Yeah, and the 2 worst ones. Yamcha, oh my god, Yamcha is so sad, man. I prefer the guy that become that little pig that become panties. Yeah, Wulong. I prefer him than Yamcha.